Good morning, all of you. Welcome to my class of electroconductance, lecture 5. Today, we will discuss about Hittov's method for determination of transport number. We all know that there are three methods by which experimentally we can determine transport number. The very first method is Hittov's method. The second method is moving boundary method, and the third method is EMF method. The first two methods we will discuss since they are in our course, and the third method is not very important. Okay. This is an apparatus for the determination of transport number. This is a device which is used by Hittov to calculate the transport number. This Hittov method is actually based on the principle that we all know fall in concentration around any electrode is directly proportional to the speed of the ion moving away from it. So, once we know the fall in concentration around anode and the amount of electrolyte decomposed on electrodes, we can calculate the transport number. But we all know that according to Faraday's law, if the same amount of electricity is passed into an electrolytic solution, then the amount of silver deposited in silver voltmeter or copper coulometer is equal to the amount of electrolyte which is decomposed on the electrodes. So, in any experiment, if in any experiment we put a copper coulometer or silver voltmeter in series, then by calculating the amount of copper deposit, we can easily calculate the amount of any ion which is lost on electrodes. Okay. So here is an apparatus. This apparatus is being designed by Findlay. It is made up of two vertical tubes. Left side is anodic compartment, the right hand side is cathodic compartment, and this is the U tube, which is the middle compartment. Okay. All the three tubes are provided with stopcocks at the bottom for withdrawal of solution, which we do when the electrolysis completes. In the anodic compartment, it consists of a silver wire sealed in and projected out in the form of spiral only at the lower part of the tube. In this diagram they have taken a plate, but in some books wire it is given in the wire form, so don't get confused. Same way cathodic compartment also, it is having a silver foil or silver coil. The whole apparatus is filled up with the standard solution of AgNO3. Standard solution means that we know the concentration of silver nitrate which we are filling in it. Okay. We put milliammeter also to know the value of current. Battery is there. Both of the electrodes are again connected with the silver voltmeter or copper coulometer. Okay. During electrolysis in anodic compartment, silver ions migrate away to the cathodic compartment, and the remaining nitrate ions react with the silver. So here what happens is the amount of silver nitrate increases. Okay, but this is the case when we are taking those electrodes which are attackable in nature. If we take non-attackable electrode, then what happens is no increase in the amount of silver deposition. What happens is only after electrolysis silver ion move towards cathode, and here only a fall in concentration of silver ion in this chamber. This is the case when we take the non-attackable electrode or the platinum electrode. So this is all about apparatus. Then yes, most of the things I have covered. Then what will be the procedure? In short, let's discuss again that the apparatus was designed by Findlay, filled with the standard solution of silver nitrate. Steady current or slow current of 0.01 to 0.02 ampere is passed for 2 to 3 hours. Once the electrolysis completes, then a suitable amount of solution is withdrawn from the anodic compartment and we calculate its weight. Okay, उसका वेट हम लोग ले लेंगे. उसके बाद क्या करेंगे, उसमें कितना सिल्वर प्रेजेंट है, दिस इज डिटरमाइंड by titrating it against the standard solution of potassium thiocyanate. Thus, the amount of silver present in anodic compartment is determined before and after electrolysis. Same way, once the electrolysis completes, we also note down the amount of silver deposited in silver coulometer, okay, or silver voltmeter. The precaution which we keep in mind is that there should be no change in concentration of the solution in the U tube for a successful performance of the experiment. This is the precaution we have to take. silver voltmeter or copper coulometer is there, we easily came to know the amount of silver deposited. Both of the things when we know, then we easily calculate the transport number of silver ion by using this formula. Okay. Now, if we change the concentration if we take it in gram equivalent, then this formula changes like this. Number of gram equivalent lost from the anodic compartment is divided by number of gram equivalent deposited in the silver voltmeter. सिल्वर का ट्रांसपोर्ट नंबर निकाल लेंगे और अगर हमें नाइट्रेट का ट्रांसपोर्ट नंबर निकालना पड़ेगा तो क्या करेंगे, 1 माइनस TC गिव्स अस द ट्रांसपोर्ट नंबर ऑफ नाइट्रेट आयन, बिकॉज TC प्लस TA इज इक्वल्स टू क्या होता है, 1. हाउ वी कैलकुलेट? Case 1 is when the electrodes are non-attackable. It means electrodes are made up of platinum. Okay. Suppose before electrolysis concentration silver ion का कितना है, x ग्राम. Electrolysis के बाद जब silver ion when move from anode compartment to cathode compartment, then the concentration changes into y gram. अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा, जो fall in concentration होगा वो कितना होगा, x माइनस y. x हमेशा ज़्यादा होगा बिकॉज y कम होगा क्योंकि कुछ आयन, सम आयन मूव टूवर्ड्स कैथोडिक डिपार्टमेंट. So x minus y gives us the fall in concentration of silver ion around anode, and we know the total amount of copper deposited in copper kilometer. Suppose ये z ग्राम है, इसको भी हम नोट कर लेंगे वहाँ से. Then we easily by using this formula we calculate the transport number of silver ion. Once we get the transport number of silver ion, easily we calculate the transport number of nitrate ion by subtracting the value from 1. Case 2 is again when the electrodes are attackable, means when the electrodes are made up of silver. Suppose जब इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस नहीं हुआ था और वी आर नॉट पासिंग द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, एट दैट टाइम द कंसंट्रेशन इज x ग्राम. आफ्टर इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सिल्वर आयन अराउंड एनोड इज y ग्राम. नाउ ड्यूरिंग इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस व्हाट हैपेंस इज नाइट्रेट आयन अटैक ऑन द सिल्वर इलेक्ट्रोड and brings back silver ion in the solution. So जब दोबारा से silver ion solution में आ जाएंगे, then what happens is increase in concentration around anode is taking place in the anodic compartment. अब इस केस में क्या होगा, y is greater than x. Okay. So the actual जो fall in concentration हमें मिलेगा वो होगा y minus x. लेकिन ऐसा तो होगा नहीं कि all the silver ions are reacting are dissolving by the nitrate ion. Few silver ions also migrated towards the cathode. तो जितना आयन वहाँ पे डिकम्पोज होके कैथोड पे पहुँचेगा, माइग्रेट करेगा, सेम अमाउंट ऑफ कॉपर इज डिपॉजिटेड इन कॉपर कूलोमीटर. सो द फॉल इन कंसंट्रेशन हमें एक्चुअल मिल जाएगा बाय यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला, अमाउंट ऑफ कॉपर डिपॉजिटेड माइनस y minus x. Okay, so by using this formula, transport number of silver ion we calculate fall in concentration around anode divided by number of gram equivalent of copper deposited in copper coulometer. This is the formula. सिल्वर का इस तरीके से निकालेंगे, नाइट्रेट का 1 माइनस टी सी, सो इट बिकम्स 1 माइनस जेड माइनस वाई माइनस एक्स अपॉन जेड. These are the two cases by which, so always while doing numerical you all see which is the case, whether the electrodes are attackable or the electrodes are not attackable, then accordingly you use the formula and do the calculation. This is a short trick, and with the help of this formula also, when the electrodes are attackable, you can easily calculate the transport number. यहाँ पे कितना होगा, सपोज ये Z की जगह W ले लेते हैं, and the loss of concentration around silver is small w, then W minus W gives you the fall in concentration, and then when it is again divided with the weight of copper, you will get the transport number of Tc, and when you get, once you get the transport number of silver ion, you easily calculate the transport number of nitrate ion. This is a short method, because in some numerical problem they give the value directly, so by applying simply this formula you can do the numericals. Sometimes you have to calculate the value of x, y and z also. Not the z though you can get directly, but x and y sometime you have to calculate. And how you calculate? Suppose while finding out the transport number of silver ions in silver nitrate, a gram of the anodic solution after electrolysis on titration with a standard solution of potassium thiocyanate is found to contain B gram of silver nitrate. Okay. जब इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस हो गई, हमने वो सॉल्यूशन निकाला, वो 1 ग्राम था. टाइट्रेशन के बाद जितना सिल्वर हमें मिला वो B ग्राम था. So the mass of water in the solution is A minus B gram. Evidently A minus B gram of water में सिल्वर कितना है, B gram. Okay, and if we divide the molecular weight, then we will get the gram equivalents of silver nitrate. This value is y. ठीक है, लेट दिस वैल्यू इज y. सेम यही y वैल्यू हम लोग अपनी प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स में मैंने x y जो लिया था, तो ये y वैल्यू क्या है, दिस इज दिस. एनोडिक सॉल्यूशन जितना हम निकालेंगे वो वे कर लेंगे, उसके बाद टाइट्रेशन से जितना हमें सिल्वर मिलेगा वो वे कर लेंगे या वो कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे, दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे, देन वी गेट द मास ऑफ वाटर. But in this mass of water, how much silver is there? B gram. And if we divide this B gram into 1 by 170, we will get the gram equivalents of silver nitrate, and this value is V. इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस के पहले क्या है, सपोज C ग्राम ऑफ सिल्वर नाइट्रेट में D ग्राम सिल्वर इज प्रेजेंट. ओके, दोनों को माइनस कर देंगे तो वी विल गेट द वेट ऑफ वाटर. ओके, एविडेंटली C minus D gram of water is associated with D gram of silver nitrate. ठीक है, इसमें इस वाटर में कितना सिल्वर नाइट्रेट है, D ग्राम है. Therefore A minus B gram of water before electrolysis would have been associated with D upon C minus D multiplied by A minus B gram of silver nitrate. Or D upon C minus D multiplied by A minus B divided by 170 gives us the gram equivalents of silver nitrate. Let this value be V. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि you don't have to do all these steps because directly, क्योंकि electrolysis हो ही नहीं है, directly by knowing the normality of silver nitrate, we easily calculate the value of X, but sometimes you have to calculate it by using this formula. So this is X, Y we have calculated earlier, Z you all know, copper amount of copper deposited, if it is W, then dividing it with its molecular mass, you will get the equivalent mass of copper deposited. Okay, तो ये वैल्यू क्या है Z. तो like this you came to know the values of X, Y and Z. All these formula you all use in doing calculation. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. In this I have given one this numerical also. You calculate this numerical also and send me the answer in my Google class.